All right, Monday morning. Um, I woke up with like kind of like a weird like tension or anxiety in me, and I think it's just like chronic stress. So I'm kind of working on letting that go this morning. I have been. It's 8:30 and I've been at work for 2 hours, so already, just because that's what needed to get done this week, which is fine because I took a little bit more downtime at the end of last week than I normally do. I mean, I was still working, but I took a little bit more downtime. But this morning I was just thinking about. So I definitely have a couple extra things going on than I would like, and then I made a decision to buy a horse in the middle of all that. So I did some of that to myself, and the just that I need to get. I knew this before I bought the horse, and I'm gonna need to get a little bit better about not taking on too much in one day. I kind of go in cycles. Like I used to be way overloaded, and then I kind of got better about it, and now I'm kind of back into a way overloaded spot. You'd think with COVID that I wouldn't be so overloaded, but it's just generated so much extra work is what the deal is. And then it makes everything more of a hassle. Plus, this is a busy, we can make excuses. This is a busy time of the year, though, because the holidays are coming up, there's birthdays, all those kinds of things. And that just always, like, adds. And then in winter, you're, like, kind of always, there's all this winter prep. So anyway, just a lot of stuff going on. And I haven't been physically feeling my best. I think it's the stress. I really feel like it's the stress. But my body is like not too, like I have energy, but my body is not very happy with me. My stomach's been doing really good until the last like few weeks. And my diet hasn't really changed. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. And then the other thing I was thinking about this morning is I've had a lot of people since I brought this tiny, adorable horse who's actually really, really good so far. They have so much worry and concern about the fact that I brought home such a young horse. Everything from why would you do that to just like super projecting their worries. I've had two people come up to me and directly ask me what my plan for starting this horse, as if I hadn't thought that a horse that is not started is going to need to be started. I get why they're asking that. Not other people, but like that's a legitimate concern. But this isn't their horse. This is my horse, and I have a plan. So, and then yesterday I got a couple people coming up to, and I guess some of them might see this video, a couple people that came up to me and were like, hey, why don't you turn her out for like the winter? Or why don't you turn her out next year? Where can you turn her out at? And I was like, this is hilarious. She's not your horse. She's gonna be fine. I'm gonna take good care of her. She needs to go to school right now. It isn't the worst idea to turn her out, but if she doesn't get turned out, she'll also be okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen to her if she doesn't get turned out in winter or fall of next year. I want to keep her in really, really top physical condition, so there's some limits to where I'm willing to turn her out. She's, some very strong limits. And it's just cracking me up. I knew this was gonna happen, and I think it was one of my worries, but I'm not shitting you. I've had 6 people come up to me and tell me different things that I should and should not do with my horse. I've had her 3 days. And there's like 2 people who are not on that list of 6 that I actually don't mind if they give me feedback. So, what came home and told Rachel this the other night, I was like, I really feel like a lot of this is, just other people projecting their own worry, especially based on who gave me which comments. I think there's a lot of people projecting their own worry about their own situation onto my situation. Those are the things that they'd be worried about. And then there's also, I think, a real big contributing factor there, which is that I have had a horse in the past who's pretty difficult. And people are not everyone really understands that I'm not the one who made him that way. It's real hard to see that from the outside. And then it's real clear once you're on the inside bubble. So I think those people maybe question my abilities, and this is their way of doing that. But get off the fucking island. You know, it's not their island. It's my island.